carefree, gay with laughter, happy as can be. They stop to have a beer, then the crowd begins to cheer. Then they kiss, and then they start to dance again. Oh, strike up the music, the band has begun. The Pennsylvania Polka. Pick out your partner and join in the fun. The Pennsylvania Polka. It started in Scranton, it's now number one. It's bound to entertain ya. Everybody has the mania to do the polka from Pennsylvania. Everybody has the mania to do the polka from Pennsylvania.
Happy Polka Sunday morning, and welcome to the Sunday Morning Polka Show of Northwest Ohio and the world, because we broadcast everywhere via that big old machine called the Internet. My name is David Jackson, and I thank you for your presence here during this big broadcast. We pledge to do our best to bring you high-quality polka music, like the Steve Javitsky Band right there, doing the Pennsylvania Polka, as well as the Polish word of the day, and news from Poland. Why did we play the Pennsylvania Polka today? Well, if I'm not mistaken, in just 2 days from now, I believe it's Groundhog Day. And that makes me think of that fabulous film, Groundhog Day, that takes place in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, because of the Groundhog Day. And if you listen to that movie carefully, you'll hear the band in the background playing the Pennsylvania Polka. Unfortunately, not the Steve Javitsky version. I'm not sure which version they played, but the one that we played was better. Hey, let's take a look at that Polish word of the day. It comes with a long sentence this time, so I hope everybody will bear with me. Here is the Polish word of the day, drogi. Drogi. Here it is in a sentence. W rocznicę ślubu kupił jej drogi szykowny pierścionek. How about that? A pretty long sentence. It's a fabulous word, a beautiful sentence, and a wonderful language, and you are all very tolerant for enduring my pronunciation. All right, back into the polka music, because that's probably why most people come here. Here's Dan Gurry and the Dynadukes doing one called With This Ring.
By his wagon for the one he spent his whole 50-cent allowance on. He holds a ring made of plastic colored blue and says this ring will show you how much I love you. With this ring our love will last forever. It will prove our love can never die. Even when we've both gone up to heaven, this ring will stand for you and I. A boy and a girl just in their senior year holding hands and wanting to be near. Both are firm in their thoughts on love and life. With this ring someday you will become my wife. With this ring our love will last forever. It will prove our love can never die. Even when we've both gone up to heaven, this ring will stand for you and I. counter. Wearing a proud smile, a young girl in white satin walks slowly up the aisle. He takes her hand in his, and proudly he does say, "Honey, with this ring, you are mine, all mine today. With this ring, our love will last forever. It will prove our love can never die. Even when we've both gone up to heaven, this ring will stand for you and I." An old man kneels by a casket, his eyes are filled with tears. He looks at the woman he's lived with all those years. He slips a ring on her finger, and softly he does say, "Honey, with this ring the angels carry you away. With this ring our love will last forever. It will prove our love can never die. Even when we've both gone up to heaven, this ring will stand for you and I."
więzieniu jestem sam i koszulę jedną mam. Wszyscy o mnie zapomnieli, że w więzieniu jestem sam. Wszyscy o mnie zapomnieli, że w więzieniu jestem sam. Tu w więzieniu muszę być, będzie ciężko tutaj żyć. Bardzo ciemno, nic nie widać, 4 ściany więcej nic. Bardzo ciemno, nic nie widać, 4 ściany więcej nic. Hej!
się podziały. Ej, moje młode czasy, ej, falą mi się falą. Ej, góry, lasy na mnie, ej, ja się jej nie boję. Ej, na tyle się na nie. Zielona traweczka, wiem ogrodeczku, piszę do Jasieńka, gdy się do niej wróci. Zielona traweczka, wierząc na niebie, Jasiu, mój Jasieńku, tak smutno bez ciebie. Do miasteczka jedzie cioły, jest on dziś bardzo wesoły. I popija czaj, czekolady, czarną kawę. I popija czaj, czekolady, rum. I popija czaj, czekolady, czarną kawę. I popija czaj, czekolady, rum.
Well, how about that? That was some double shot power from none other than the Bob Zielinski Orchestra from right where the Sunday morning polka show of Northwest Ohio emanates from, and that would be Toledo, Ohio. Ray Zawierucha on the vocals, doing a great polka medley right there, and before that, the Prisoners polka. That big three-song set of polka music started off with This Ring from Dan Gurry and the Dynadukes. You are tuned to the Sunday morning polka show of Northwest Ohio, available for free anytime listening over on the Mixcloud. That's where we broadcast from. We started off years ago at the University of Toledo's radio station, but they decided they didn't want polka music anymore, so we moved down to Falcon Radio at BGSU, and then the coronavirus hit, and now we make the show at home with technology on a laptop. And if I do say so myself, I think the quality is almost as good as if we were in a studio, because the quality of the host doesn't really change, and the technology is pretty darn good. Let's take a look-see at the news from Poland. This is from NBC News. NBC News. Here is the headline. Abortion law protests in Poland put civil liberties in the spotlight. Some carried placards reading, "I'm afraid to live here." Others sang Aretha Franklin's Think, but all were determined to express their outrage at Poland's near-total ban on abortions. For the third night in a row, thousands poured onto the streets of Poland's capital, Warsaw, and other cities across the country Friday to protest against a constitutional tribunal ruling on abortion. The ruling, which became law on Wednesday, makes terminating pregnancies with fetal defects unconstitutional and eliminates the most frequently used legal reason for abortion in the Central European nation. Demonstrations led by rights group Women's Strike erupted almost immediately after it came into effect. Among the protesters was Ola Bakovska, 31, who told NBC News by telephone Saturday that she took to the streets Wednesday to vent her emotions and show my disagreement with the new law. She added that she had been encouraged by the number of people who had turned out to all the protests. While abortion was the main focus, climate change activists and members of the LGBTQ communities were among those that took to the streets amid fears of a wider erosion of civil liberties. Among them, Marek Ellis, 36, an environmental activist working with the Worldwide Fund for Nature in Poland, said Thursday that the Polish government was working towards limiting human rights. He added that the government thought women were the easiest to hit, which turned out to be untrue. Poland's ruling Law and Justice Party promised a return to more conservative social norms after it came to power in 2015. Abortion has since become a highly divisive issue in the predominantly Catholic country. Under the new rules, abortion can be performed only in the case of rape or incest, or where the mother's health or life is at risk, putting Poland outside the European mainstream. Doctors defying the law could face jail time. And that is the news from Poland, one of the three features that we bring you on the Sunday Morning Polka Show, and that would be great music, the Polish word of the day, more on that later, and, of course, the news from Poland. Those are our three features. In terms of the music, here's something I want to tell you. I got less lazy this week and dug into the vinyl collection and spent the time it takes to convert some of the vinyl to MP3s so we can play it on the show. And those two songs you heard there from the Bob Zielinski Orchestra were, in fact, great transfers from classic vinyl recordings, probably not available anywhere else. I'm going to play some other songs that we converted this week and some songs we picked up from that great Polka Facebook group, Polkas Still Shine. But first, let's go ahead and take some new vinyl. Well, it's not new, it's old, but I don't think you're going to hear this anywhere else. This is Gene Thomas and the Brothers doing one called Let the Sun Shine In.
And smiling faces is the happiness we have in Polka land. Mom and Dad, Sister Sue, Yash and Stash and Mary Lou, dancing all night to the music of our band. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. At a dance, in your home, or at a tavern, that familiar sound we all enjoy to hear. Couples dancing round the floor, others asking for some more, and the spirits getting higher with some beer. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. From Seattle to New York and to New England, people wishing all their friends, hey, na zdrowie, hey, na zdrowie. Happy feelings in the air, forget your troubles and your cares, and join the happy ranks of people everywhere. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. Everybody sing, let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. So let the sun shine in, shake hands with your neighbor,
Na moście stoje róże dwie czerwone, pod mostem na moście stoje róże dwie. Obiecała buzi dać, ale nie dała przemać. Nie dam ci, bo by było znać. Obiecała buzi dać, ale nie dała przemać. Nie dam ci, bo by było znać. Jak chcesz daj, nie przy niewolecie masz rozum. Pośpie małe dziecię buzi nie ubędzie. Jak chcesz daj, nie przy niewolecie masz rozum. Pośpie małe dziecię buzi nie ubędzie. Mówiła, że mnie wartnie nie dała buziaka, nie dała mnie. Nie będę, ja nie będę, wiecie więcej dziewczynie. Obiecała buzi, teraz dać nie chcę. Nie będę, ja nie będę, wiecie więcej dziewczynie. Obiecała buzi, teraz dać nie chcę. Obiecałaś, aleś mi nie dała, będzie za to. Pięknego chowała dziewczyno niewierna. Obiecałaś, aleś mi nie dała, będzie za to. Pięknego chowała dziewczyno niewierna.
Mr. Polka Jukebox, play that tune for me. Cheer me up and spread that joy like it used to be. Hey, Mr. Polka Jukebox, play that tune again. About the pretty blue-eyed girl that flirts with all the men. Proszę pan Polkę Jukebox, zagrajcie dla mnie. Uti ładnej dziewczynie i tak kochanie. Proszę pan Polkę Jukebox, zagrajcie dla mnie. Uti ładnej dziewczyno, tak jak wy lubię. Hey, Mr. Polka Jukebox, play that tune for me. Cheer me up and spread that joy like it used to be. Hey, Mr. Polka Jukebox, with that bouncing beat. When I hear that la la la, it makes me move my feet. Proszę pan Polkę, jukebox zagrajcie dla mnie. Uti łati dziewczynie i tak kochanie. Proszę pan Polkę, jukebox zagrajcie dla mnie. Uti łati dziewczyno, tak jakby lubię.
A great mix of old and new music in that three-song set. We heard Hey Mr. Polka Jukebox from Kenny Sikosh. I'm assuming that's how one pronounces that name. That's pretty darn new. And we heard Pod Mostem by the Buffalo Concertina All-Stars. And that, I'm pretty sure, came out in October of 2020. And then we dug into the Wayback Machine and found Gene Thomas doing Let the Sun Shine In. Shake hands with your neighbor. Here on the Sunday Morning Polka Show of Northwest Ohio and the world, we've reached the halfway mark. Yes, indeed. You've endured half the show, so why not stick around until the end? My name is David Jackson, and we are pleased as pierogi to bring you the finest in polkas, waltzes, and obereks, the occasional mystery tune, news from Poland, and the Polish word of the day. So here is that Polish word of the day one more time, drogi. And here it is in a sentence. W rocznicę ślubu kupił jej drogi szykowny pierścionek. I don't know, I had a little trouble on that szykowny word, but it's a good word. It's a very, very good word. But the Polish word of the day, remember, is drogi. Drogi. And it's a pretty fabulous word, too. Let's now hear from Lenny Gomulka with some advice about marriage.
Miał żoneczkę, a chleba nie będzie. stary, stary jak młotyka, ale jak zaśpiewam, nie trzeba człowieka. Ale jak zaśpiewam, nie trzeba człowieka. Ani ja łyżeczka, ani ja wyspania, ani ja dziewczyny do upodobania. Ani ja dziewczyny do upodobania.
Always Seven Springs, top shelf bands and spiritus, the memories that this brings. Talking with a polka hero, hanging with the best. Your favorite girl and five best friends, your talent to the test. Blouses playing Mary Lou, Lenny singing Moonlight. Brass is next in the Brothers Crew, Dynatones at midnight. The songs they're playing, crowds are swaying, a Seven Springs Saturday night. As years went by, I'd find myself coming back each year. Big dance party by the pool, all the clubs are here. Baruku's rowdies, east meets west, cocktail by the fountain. Chalet jam kicks off at 2, there's echo from the mountain. Blouses playing Mary Lou, Lenny singing Moonlight. New Brass is next in the Brothers Crew, Dynatones at midnight. The songs they're playing, crowds are swaying, a Seven Springs Saturday night. Pennsylvania hills, reminiscing time, a fireworks sensation. Overnight, we're making memories, a polka celebration. Singing Moonlight. Brass is next in the Brothers Crew, Dynatones at midnight. The songs they're playing, the crowds are swaying, a Seven Springs Saturday night. Seven Springs feeling alright.
beckons here to greet you as you journey on this day. Have a glass or moss or from a keg as the trip gets on its way. We'll hold our glasses high and toast up to the sky. No matter where this got started, we'll keep it going, keep it going. I am the beer captain. I don't offer schnapps or wine or champagne. Wherever I go, I am prepared. I want no one to complain. Let's voice our favorite beverage, and then we will sing a toast, 'cause I am the beer captain. There is nothing more that I can explain. Oktoberfest is here now. We're so glad you could attend. Once the beer is flowing, it will be easy to make a friend. At a break, we'll meet at the beer stand, and we'll all sing a toast. Then we're back up on stage, playing some tunes, and then we will keep the party right here. Let's hoist our favorite beverage, and then we will sing a toast, 'cause I am the beer captain. There is nothing more that I can explain. We have a new rule, it just took effect. No one can go home, no one can leave. We must complete our mission, so no one will leave until the beer is all gone, until we drink all the beer. I am the beer captain. I don't offer schnapps or wine or champagne. Wherever I go, I am prepared. I want no one to complain. I am the beer captain. I don't offer schnapps or wine or champagne. I am the beer captain. I am the beer captain. I don't offer schnapps or wine or champagne. Wherever I go, I am prepared. I want no one to complain. Let's hoist our favorite beverage, and then we will sing a toast, 'cause I am the beer captain. There is nothing more that I can explain.
The old beer capitaine right there from Freddie Zivich. Before that, we heard live. Yes, there used to be live polka music under tents, outdoors. That was a 2016 recording of The News, with Larry Trojak on the vocals doing the Czerwone Buziki, the Red Shoes polka. Before that, we heard Grandpa from Krania. We heard Seven Springs Saturday Night from the Badanov Orchestra, brand new music from them. We heard the Crew Brothers doing one called Getting Old, and we heard Lenny Gomulka doing one called Don't Get Married. 6, count them, 6 songs, uninterrupted, a fabulous set of polka music, old and new, and in between. That's what we bring you on the Sunday Morning Polka Show, along with one quick visit now to the Polish word of the day, drogi. W rocznicę ślubu kupił jej drogi szykowny pierścionek. All right, we're going to play another song or two, tell you what all that means, and then wrap up this big show. Hey, the Bay City Polka Panic sent us their recordings, and if you have a band who wants to do that, send us an email at sundaypolka@gmail.com. You send us your music, we play your music. It's just that simple. That is our commitment to you. Haven't heard an obedic yet, so now we're gonna. Here's the early morning obedic.
Raniocienko, ranio porosie, taka ranio porosie. Zyganiała polskie pole, ruskie miała się, kaka, ruskie miała się. Oje dana, moje dana, oje dana, moje dana, będziesz ci moja dana, będziesz ci moja. Oje dana, moje dana, oje dana, moje dana, będziesz ci moja dana, będziesz ci moja. Skomorne że śpiewuje, słobre turuje, kaka, słobre turuje. A ja sobie do dzieciny tak się śpiewuje, kaka, tak się śpiewuje. Oje dana, moje dana, oje dana, moje dana, będziesz ci moja dana, będziesz ci moja. Oje dana, moje dana, oje dana, moje dana, będziesz ci moja dana, będziesz ci moja. Swoja oroziła, do poposobiła, kaka poposobiła. Ześmi meźmi matku lętku, posto pościlała, kaka posto pościlała. Oje dana, moje dana, oje dana, moje dana, będziesz ci moja dana, będziesz ci moja. Oje dana, moje dana, oje dana, moje dana, będziesz ci moja dana, będziesz ci moja. Jak pójdziesz z podewora, śpisz mi na dworze, kaka, śpisz mi na dworze. Będzie jedzie poganiała, daj mi barkozie, kaka, daj mi barkozie. Oje dana, moje dana, oje dana, moje dana, będziesz ci moja dana, będziesz ci moja. Oje dana, moje dana, oje dana, moje dana, będziesz ci moja dana, będziesz ci moja.
Hey, heck yeah, Bay City Polka Panic, doing the early morning obetic here on the Sunday Morning Polka Show. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. We are approaching the top of the hour, the end of the big broadcast, but fear not. You can go to the Mixcloud and listen to several hundred episodes over the years anytime you want to. Yeah, Mixcloud, that's where we keep the show after we record it. If the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we shall be back next week with more fine polka music, news from Poland, and the Polish word of the day like this one, drogi, which means expensive. And w rocznicę ślubu kupił jej drogi szykowny pierścionek means for their wedding anniversary, he bought her an expensive, stylish ring. So there you go. Kupił jej. You'll notice that there's no pronoun there, but kupił is the masculine past tense second person, so it's automatic. You don't need it. That much I know. And yay is her. Anyway, so there we go. So that's the Polish word of the day. All right. So until next week, do zobaczenia. Tell everyone about the Sunday Morning Polka Show to keep as many people aware of polka music and keep polka music going for as long as we possibly can, because we have created a beautiful thing called polka music, and it is our responsibility to support all the bands who keep doing it and to support all the bands who have ever done it. So there you go. Let's do the Crew Brothers one more time. Let's have a visit from them, from their recording A Lively Polka Session. This is their take on the Cavalier.
Koło mego miasteczka stała młoda dziewczyna i piękna jak laleczka, ale była za młoda. I piękna jak laleczka, ale zawracajcie dziewczynie głowę. Hej, 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 kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie dziewczynie głowę. Hej, hej. A ta młoda dziewczyna, taka wymalowana, hej, ciemne oczka, piękne ciemne oczka, młoda dziewczyna miała. Hej, ciemne oczka, piękne ciemne oczka, młoda dziewczyna miała. Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie dziewczynie głowę, głowę, głowę. Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie dziewczynie głowę. Hej, hej.